I know that it's now official that you and that brother or you and that sister are now in a relationship, but the Lord has sent me to you. Yeah. To give you some tips on how to lay the right foundation for your marriage, because a lot of people don't know that courtship, whether it's 2 months, 3 months, depending on how it is done in your church, is the best stage to lay the right foundation for your marriage, because God intentionally permitted that stage so that you both can lay a solid foundation for your marriage. Foundation that you both will look back tomorrow and say, oh, thank God we did this, thank God we received this, thank God we were able to plan for this and that. Not like you will not expect the unexpected in marriage, but to a large extent you know that you are prepared even for the unexpected, because you already have an idea of why the both of you are together. So now that it's official that you both are courting each other, I want you to see this as a courtship guide that would help you in your courtship season, in your courtship stage. I'm not saying you should totally depend on it, but it's a courtship guide that will guide you in laying the right foundation for your marriage. First, let me establish the fact that your courtship or the courting stage is the stage that the Lord has permitted for you to lay the right foundation for your marriage. And how do you lay the right foundation for your marriage? It first starts with planning. And there is no way you can plan without a plan. What do I mean? An architect cannot start building a house or cannot start laying the foundation if he has not mapped out a design, or if he does not have a design, or if he does not have a budget. Like, he must have counted the cost, he must have been given a plan, because he cannot just wake up and be laying foundation. What kind of foundation is he laying? Is he laying foundation for a duplex? Is he laying foundation for a mansion? Is he laying foundation for a 2-story building? So he must be aware, he must have a plan. That's how it is with God too. God has a plan for bringing the both of you together. Even before you ever came together, God knew that you both will be together. Yes, this is not me saying that every courtship actually leads to marriage, but as you both walk towards marriage and you see that you both are not fit, like, because God can have a plan, but we human, we have our own plan, even though it's not supposed to be like that, because we're not planning our life is already planned. So we are living out a planned life. Ours is to walk with the plan of God. Ours is to walk with God so that he prepares us for his plan and position us for his plan, or he reveals his plan to us and we walk towards it. So we are not in the world to map out plan for ourselves. And I know that that's the mistake most people are making, even Christians too as well. We map out plans for ourselves. Oh, as soon as I'm done with school, I want to get married. When I get married, I want to give birth. When I give birth, I want to travel with my husband and all of that. I used to have those plans then, but thank God for God who stepped in, and I realized that I was not even prepared for even the plan I planned for myself. Why? Because I'm trying to plan my life not knowing that I was supposed to live a planned life. Like he said, before he formed us, he knew us, right? And he said he has made Jeremiah a prophet unto the nation. So before Jeremiah was ever conceived, he knew that Jeremiah would be a prophet unto the nation. He will be his prophets for the nation. So, and that's why as soon as it is official, that very week that you both are permitted to start courting each other or to start a relationship, you need to both seek the face of the Lord to know why he brought you both together. And that includes praying and fasting. This might look fanatic, but it's actually the truth. God did not just bring you both together just for you to be texting each other, calling each other, calling you each other those sweet names, hanging out, gisting. Those things are part of it, but there is an assignment. God is bringing you both for an assignment, for a purpose. And if that purpose is not discovered, then there is every possibility that even that relationship will be abused. Even what you're supposed to plan for, you will not be planned for. Because I've discovered that, oh, as soon as the relationship is made official, what most people spend time doing is that they start calling each other, hello, how you doing, and all of that. No, it's good to call each other, but that week that relationship was made official, you need to start seeking the face of the Lord. Lord, why have you brought me and this man together? As a man too, why have you brought me and this woman together? That week that it was made official, at least taking out 3 times in a day to fast. You can break in the evening. You both can plan to break in the evening. You both can now come together at intervals, different hours of the day, to now pray. Lord, what are you saying concerning us? We know that you brought us for a purpose. You orchestrated this relationship. Lord, what are you saying? Lord, what are you saying? We just want to know your mind. We just want to know your mind. We just want to know your mind. And I trust God that when you ask, you will definitely receive answers from him, because he has said you should ask, right? So that you both can be planning towards that thing that you both have received from God. That should be the plan you should be working with. Yeah. Because that's that very week that even heaven recognized that relationship has been made official on earth. It's also recognized in heaven, right? So there is already a plan. So you both must be planning towards the plan that is already existing, not the plan you both have mapped out for yourself, or the plan you both want to map out for yourself. Because when you understand the plan of God, that will enable you to prepare, that will enable you to know that there will be attacks. Yeah. The devil will try to crash that relationship. The devil will try to bring up misunderstanding between the both of you. The devil will try to bring up temptation, a lot of testing, just for him to end that relationship. But I see a lot of people enter into relationship, start cutting each other, and they don't even know the plan of God. And the devil just come and just scatter the whole thing. Why? Because they don't know that even the devil sees them as a terror. Yes. Maybe for the man, God is saying that, okay, you both are coming together. You both are going to stay in Nigeria for a while because you have an assignment for me, or you have an assignment to do in a school together. I want to minister to the youth, start up the youth ministry, or start up the youth camping or whatever in Nigeria here. Then you both travel out of the country, or as soon as you people get married, you are traveling out of the country, like that. Like God will always reveal his mind. He might not reveal the whole picture, but at least he will give you a glimpse of the picture, because he knows that you want to work according to the plan, not according to your own plan, or start planning what you're not supposed to plan for. When you receive instruction from God, like you both pray together, you both pray individually, you come together and say, what did God tell you? What did God tell you? And you both share what you have received from God together. That is what you people will be planning towards. Is God saying, maybe the man is already planning to be a missionary. God might not tell him the specific place he wants him to go to. Okay, so the plan will not be, is it that you are coming with me, or you will stay back while I go to the mission field, or you will come along with me, but when you want to conceive, you will come back, and all of that. Like, that's how you will now begin to plan towards that. So it's when you know the plan, you can plan. If you don't know the plan, you cannot plan. I know that it's a beautiful thing to be planning towards wedding, but guess what? At that first week, when the Lord reveals his mind to you, God will even tell you if it will be an elaborate wedding or a quiet wedding. Not minding what people will say, is whatever God tells you at that point where the relationship is made official, you walk towards. So if God is saying it's going to be an elaborate wedding, it will make provisions, right? You will not be walking towards an elaborate wedding. If God says it's going to be a quiet wedding, you are also going to be working towards that. You're going to inform your parents, you're going to inform your pastor. If there is any disagreement about it, or your parents are not agreeing to that, you can now begin to pray about it. So you can see that it is working towards the plan of God that really makes planning effective and easy. And that's why I call it a courtship guide. Like, it will guide you on how to have a proper courtship, on how to have a right courtship. So now that God has revealed his mind to you, now you now begin to plan towards that plan, right? And that's what we are going to be discussing in the next video. How to plan towards that plan. Like, how to plan towards that plan, because it is very important. There is one thing for us to have a plan. Like, you have know the design, we have the design has been mapped out, we've discovered the design, and for us to begin to budget, for us to begin to look forward to that plan, for us to begin to prepare for that plan. Because I've seen people that God will tell them, as soon as you get married, you are going to have a child, because there is something I want to use that child for. That child will be great. That child, and for you, you might not want to give birth immediately after the wedding. You might want to know your wife as a man. You want to have good time together as a woman. I know people might not really understand what I'm saying, because they somehow still believe that, yes, they've handed their life over to the Lord, but they can still at least direct some part of their life. But as far as you've handed your life to the Lord, is the Lord that must be leading you in how you even live your life, your daily life. I'm telling you. So as he led you in that relationship, he must be leading you through that relationship till he get to marriage, even leading you through that marriage too as well. But a lot of people, as soon as they are led to the person, they just leave God. They're like, God, Osheo, motivate your team on my fail. Like, God, thank you, I've seen the one I will get married to. And they leave God out of the picture. So as soon as they leave God out of the picture, someone must actually be in the picture. The devil step in. Yes, the devil begins to cause confusion, begins to distract you both, begin to give you things you're not supposed to be looking at. The devil just make sure that it causes distraction, confusion, so that it can destroy that relationship, it can eliminate that relationship, that relationship does not lead to marriage. Because he knows what the marriage of the both of you will cause. That will cause a lot of havoc, it will cause a lot of terrible things to his kingdom. So he comes at the very beginning and stop it. So at the very beginning, that's the best time to make it right. The very day the lady says yes to you as a brother, and the pastor agreed that you both can now be in a relationship, that's the very first day you must take it serious. Don't take chances at all. Don't say now they just spend all the day calling each other. Oh my God, I can't believe that you said yes to me. I can't believe that. It's good to see all of that. It's good to, but be more. Make sure that you both are focused on the one that brought you both together, because that's the goal. So in the next video, I'll be telling you how to plan towards the plan that God has revealed to you. I know you've been richly blessed by today's video. Please kindly share it to anybody and everybody you know that are currently in a relationship. Though it's for those that are just officially starting a relationship, but I believe that it's not too late for them to make it right before they get married. And I pray the Lord will be able to share in the name of Jesus. God bless you and have a wonderful day.